Welcome back to Teenage Nightmares, the place that drags you deeper into the world of the unknown. In tonight's chilling episode, we will be covering a true crime. So sit back, get cozy, and prepare for another nightmare. For tonight's true crime story, we'll be discussing vampires. Yes, you heard that right. But not the kind that sleep in coffins or die from garlic. No, this story is about a real-life monster who terrorized the Sacramento area in the late 70s. A man known as the Vampire of Sacramento, Richard Chase. Richard Trenton Chase was born on May 23, 1950. His childhood was far from normal. He grew up in a home filled with constant fighting. His parents were always at each other's throats, and his mother frequently accused his father of being unfaithful. As he got older, Richard began showing disturbing signs of what was to come. He developed an obsession with hurting animals and setting fires, early warning signs that would later prove to be a deadly combination. In high school, Richard was described as clean-cut, polite, and even popular. But after graduation, his life took a drastic turn for the worse. As he entered adulthood, Chase developed severe hypochondria. He became obsessed with the idea that his body was failing him, often claiming that his heart had stopped beating or that someone had stolen his pulmonary artery. At one point, he even believed the bones in his skull were shifting, so he shaved his head just to watch for movement. His paranoia only deepened as time went on. After drifting between various living situations, Richard eventually returned to Sacramento in 1973. By then, his mental state had completely unraveled. Richard had cut out pages depicting human organs and taped them to his walls. He believed studying them would help him understand what was wrong with his body. Eventually, his paranoia led to him being institutionalized for a few days, where he was diagnosed with acute schizophrenia. A few years later, on a cold December night in 1977, Richard Chase claimed his first victim. The victim, 51-year-old engineer and father of two, Ambrose Griffin, was shot in a drive-by while unloading groceries in his own driveway. After growing accustomed to the idea of killing, Richard struck again, this time on January 23, 1978. His next victim was 22-year-old Teresa Wallen, who was 3 months pregnant. Chase approached her home, shot her twice, one of the bullets striking her head, and then carried out acts so depraved they defy comprehension. He mutilated her body and drank her blood, believing it would heal the disease he thought plagued him. Only 4 days later, on January 27, 1978, Chase would claim more lives in what became known as the Miroth family murders. Due to drinking the victim's blood again, he became known as the Vampire of Sacramento.